os kun 10 år.
Hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Danes and Dragons.
Whoop. Hello.
I hope we're all ready, because I don't think we have anything else to say than just let's begin. So,
what happened last time?
Yeah, exactly. What happened last time? What did you do?
We were fighting cultists.
Don't worry, I'll take it. Last time we left our small group of adventurers, they had just secured a small... They had just found a group of cultists that apparently had been doing some kidnapping of children, gifted children. The group infiltrated, but was unfortunately discovered, and a battle ensued. The party managed to defeat these enemies and free the children and bring them home. They were rewarded with a handsome pouch of coin from Urak 3-Eye, a member of the Arcane Brotherhood, the foremost organization of arcane magic in Ashen. Whatever. You were then told by Urak as well that you could go to the Silver Lion on his tab and get a nice sleep, a good meal, and a drink. Just gonna move my picture a little bit. There we go. And that is essentially where we left off. As you were all trudging through the streets at night, some of you heavily wounded, tired, definitely sore. Some of you not so much. As I assume you go straight to the Silver Lion.
Didn't we already do that?
You didn't. We ended at the exact moment when you parted ways from Urak, who went to his home.
Okay. Yes, straight to a place to sleep.
You go straight.
Yes.
You go straight to the Silver Lion. Go.
Yes, please.
Like I said, some of you more wounded than others.
I guess if there's a place to bandage up, that would be nice.
I mean, you're going to the Silver Lion, which is an inn for adventurers.
So yeah, they have
tavern.
stuff like that.
I still don't know the difference between inn and tavern. I need to figure it out. Anyway, you enter the tavern, and at this hour it is lively. There's a lot of people here, many different types of people. Potentially all of them adventurers. The man that gave you the mission, Warford, sits still at his table, with a small tankard next to him. The tavern maids walk in between people, and what would you like to do?
Go straight to bed.
Let's see if we can get some free rooms. That sounds very, very interesting right now. Barkeep.
So you walk up to the bar and see the tavern keep, and I will just give me a second. I'll just find his name real quick. I do not.
Svetlana.
What?
Svetlana?
No, it's a man first and foremost.
Bob
Then just Sweat?
the tavern.
No, it's Glyn.
Ah.
So you walk up to Glyn
The owner, the
Stovanti.
large fat man.
Yes, Glyn Stovanti. Yeah, the late 40s bald man with a giant brown mustache that essentially covers up his mouth, and the rather visible and well cared for beer belly.
Ah, yes.
Well cared for.
Yeah, well cared for. As you,
Shiny, polished.
no, it's more like it is definitely visible. It has definitely cost him a few gold to get it to the size it is in. Anyway, he essentially sees you as you walk up, Victor.
Education time. Inn is a tavern that has a license to put up guests as lodgers.
I heard half of that.
Oh, robot.
Yes, and you're frozen.
Yeah, you are going a little robot on us. But yeah, anyway, Victor, I assume you go up to the tavern keep.
Yes.
Who just looks at you as you walk up and says,
I'm like,
"Good evening! Did I
I'm-
not
I'm-
see
I'm-
you here a couple of hours ago?"
I'm like not walking quite straight. I'm like you know. Hello.
Then it is definitely an inn.
You, sir.
Mhm.
Do you have some rooms for us and some medical attention?
I make sure to stand behind Victor, looking very hurt.
If I'm not wrong, the one of you who is the least wounded at the moment is Icarus, who looks relatively okay.
Yes.
Ding.
The rest of you look absolutely battered, especially
Yeah.
Eterèmont.
I look horrible, so that's why I'm like behind Victor, like, oh, it hurts so much.
We kind of need some attention, if you don't
Yeah.
mind.
I see. I mean, I do have some rooms available. It will be 5 silver per room.
There's a little snag with that, and I snap my fingers and indicate that they should give me whatever verification we have for the free room things.
You have none.
Anyways, I'm still snapping
He said
for it.
just to
Yeah.
put it on. He said just to put it on his tab.
Oh,
Whose tab, if I may be so bold as to ask?
I'm like, someone, give me the name. I don't remember.
Yeah, his name was Urak.
You make 3 eyes.
What they said.
Yeah, he stops for a second, just going, I see! You're friends of Urak's, aren't you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Very well. So how many rooms would you need? One?
Definitely one for me.
Mhm.
I don't know about the rest of them if they want to share or
One for each?
I can share.
Yeah, I'm down for sharing too.
I can share too.
Very well. So 3 rooms it is. And he
Yeah.
essentially just under the bar, he essentially just takes his hand under and pulls up a chest, like more like a case that he then opens, and you essentially hear the sound of keys going. And he just goes, yes. Here it is, and he pulls out a key and gives it to you, Victor. There's a key for a single room, and pulls out 2 keys, and here is for you guys. He just hands them. He just pulls it forward. He waits for some of you to take him.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take our key. Yes.
Very well. He has a second key, so whoever takes it, just essentially you just delegate the rooms as you see fit.
I just take it.
Yeah, I just share with anybody. Eterèmont just wants to sleep.
If you have need for drink or food, do let me know. Like you said, I will put it on Urak's tab.
Yes, please. Can I get it to the
Ooh.
room?
We do not make services to the rooms directly.
Okay. How long until it is ready? Because I can just bring it to the room, right?
No.
No.
We would rather not have the food up in the rooms. It will dirty the sheets, and we don't really feel the need to change them all the time.
I'm like pointing to me bleeding. Yeah, your sheets.
Oh, don't worry, we can take care of that before you go to your rooms. We have people
Very-
for that.
Much obliged. Anyway, some meat and some ale would be nice.
Oh, very
We'll
well.
wait. I will wait for the healing.
I shall send word.
A large steak, please.
Thank you, sir.
It shall be
And
done.
I sit down somewhere nearby.
And you essentially just see him go out into the back. There's like a door at the just besides the bar that he walks in through. Where as soon as he essentially opens the door, you just see steam going out from the room as he closes the door again after him.
Does it smell like food?
It does.
Oh.
It smells delicious.
Delicious.
I almost get hungry right now. Also.
My best. What about the rest of you? Are you all down for some food, or are you just straight
Yes.
to bed?
Straight
Epos
to
is
bed
going
it is.
straight to bed. Yeah.
Well, so Epos and Eterèmont straight to bed.
I think Eterèmont just shoves a ration into his mouth and then just hits the sheets.
He just shoves what essentially boils down to one entire day's worth of food, just and just see you later.
Oh my god, it's like when you eat a cheese wheel in Skyrim, like, oh, I need it
Exactly.
all.
It's just like, and then, I'm out of here, and then just walks away.
Yeah, so that's me.
Yeah, and Epos, you also just went to bed immediately. As you said.
Yeah.
Very well. So Urak and Icarus and Victor, you stay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Eterèmont and Epos, you just walk off and go to sleep. I then assume you share a room,
Yeah,
and the rooms are
the sleepy room.
yeah the rooms
Yeah.
the rooms are very simple. Like there are 2 beds, and there are 2 yeah, those things you hang your clothes in. I forgot what it's called.
Coat rack.
No, not coat rack. You know,
Armor stands.
no, not armor.
A
stands.
waiter.
No.
That's what we
Mechanical
call
wizard.
it.
Servant in our room.
I forgot what it's called.
Oh
Fact.
my.
Anyway, the rooms are
Isn't it just a hanger?
no. It's like the I don't
It's
know.
Narnia.
Yeah, the thing you walk into and then you get to Narnia.
So a closet.
Closet. Thank you.
The wardrobe.
Yeah, or a wardrobe. Wardrobe or closet, depending on just what you think. The rooms are
You
simple.
have war in a
A wardrobe can be a room.
I know. It's a closet.
It's a
Fine.
Narnia.
There is essentially just a single closet, a chest that is empty and open, by the way, so you can put some things into if you wish, and 2 beds. That's essentially it. Well, that and the chamber pot.
Yeah.
As you're about to essentially sit down, you do hear someone knocking on the door.
Epos gets up,
Mhm.
walks to the door.
When you open the door, a man stands there in like these fine white robes. You see an amulet around his neck, in the shape of if I remember correctly, it is a heart. Just see for a second. Yeah, a shining heart. Essentially, picture there is just like a circle around the heart that seems to spark, and then a heart in the middle. And he just says, "I was told that that there were people that needed medical." Oh my god! And pushes you aside, Epos, as he rushes towards Eterèmont and looks like absolute hell.
Hmm.
Everyone is just face first down.
Yeah,
in the
you
sheets,
do
like,
you do feel his hand on your shoulder, Epos, and you do heal 10 hit points as he casts a single cure wounds on you.
Okay, good. So I'm not dying anymore.
No.
Because I got 1 hit point.
Yes,
so
now you have 11. Now you feel like at least fine. It still hurts like
Yeah.
hell.
That's how many hit points I have.
So
I
Yeah.
do have 8.
Yeah, so don't worry, Epos.
Oh.
You're not bleeding anymore, but you are sore and it hurts, but it doesn't bleed anymore.
You guys should get hitless.
So he just rushes up to you. Eterèmont just goes, "Oh no, no!" And he essentially pulls out what looks like almost like a napkin and just goes, just trying to get some of all that dry blood off of your face, body, arms, wherever you got wounded. Just don't worry. I'll take care of this. Don't worry. Okay.
I'm just mumbling something down in my pillow, like, oh.
Yeah, and as soon as he like pulls you up to get to your face, it's almost dry, and he looks down, and the pillow's now red. And he goes, "Oh no, oh dear, that's not good," and just snaps his fingers, and the pillow's clean.
The best.
Prestidigitation, just
Yeah.
and it's clean. There we go. And he goes, "Okay, I'm not even going to bother." And he just puts a hand on your shoulder and casts Cure Wounds on you as well.
Yay.
As a higher level, you gain 12 hit points.
Oh yay!
Nice.
So as Epos, you are no longer really bleeding, but your entire body is just sore. Everything hurts.
I think as soon as the cleric has healed me, Eterèmont just falls asleep or something like that. Like, oh, it doesn't hurt anymore.
Well,
now I can chill.
It's more like it's not bleeding anymore. It still hurts, ish. Like it doesn't hurt as much, but you're still very, very sore, and there are many places that still hurts.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you two essentially just go to sleep. As soon as he's done, he's given you the 2 healings and like cleaned up your wounds as well as he can. It's gonna take him a little while. So he essentially stays in your room for like 15 minutes, and then he says, "Asmodeus bless you," as he backs out. And do let me know if you need any more. Although I do still have some people to take care of, but do let me know, and I'll see what I can do.
I make a thumbs up with my mage hand.
So you cast Mage Hand, and this purplish gloved hand just goes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's laziness on a
In one
different
blade,
level.
you could get 1 level in Wizard just to cast Mage Hand.
Well, Eterèmont is a bard, and bards do learn Mage Hand. But yeah,
Yeah.
that is the best way to go 1 level in Wizard, just to get Mage Hand to do something like that. Anyway, so we jump down to the others. After about those 15-ish minutes, drinks has been served, and food is being prepared for you. It still takes a little while, but you essentially just sit there.
Well, I will definitely start chewing this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Chowing down on the food.
Yeah, so you're just
moving the
chowing
table.
down. Yeah, there's no food yet. There are drinks. Food
Yeah.
is still being
I will
prepared.
chew on the drink.
Very well. You
Come
start
That
chewing
is-
on the you start chewing on the wooden tank and just going.
I just like the image of like very like so fake ale that it's just slime.
Yeah, you have to chew it on this if you want to get choked on it.
Lime ale.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. You see,
Mm.
you see Victor like sit like anxious and look around
Okay. Roll
all the time.
Roll the perception check.
No, he just looks like that.
Okay, so you're not looking around.
No, I'm not looking around.
Very well.
I shall close my wounds, lay on hand.
Very well. You start to close your wounds.
And which one looks worse?
I'm pretty sure it's Victor. I'm not,
Icarus just has a scar over his brow. Just a tiny scar.
Definitely,
Oh, okay.
he's worse
So-
off.
so- so
I
you-
will
you-
also.
you-
Yeah, I'm
You've
also.
barely been touched.
Yeah, I'm also fairly certain that Icarus is shivering a little bit because he did take some cold damage. So he's probably a little cold as well, but that's it.
I'll like slap Victor's back and give him a point.
Oh,
And you gain 1 hit point.
Oh, yay!
Yay!
yeah, that's all he has left, I suppose. But
I'm
yeah,
like, oh,
I don't have anything more.
That was
Well,
that was strangely soothing.
Victor,
Isn't it weird in here, guys? It's
Victor.
like as if someone's after us.
Victor, you hear a voice just right next to your left ear going, "Rough evening, huh?"
And I turn towards that noise.
Yeah, you turn to face a somewhat brown-furred tabaxi, hood over their head in like this dark coloration, essentially black. One eye's blue, the other's yellow. As they just look at you. Again, and just to verify, it is a female tabaxi.
Oh yes.
I repeat, a rough evening. Are we having that?
Yes. Very rough indeed. Who might thy be?
I am a friend, in a way. Or at least, I am employed by a friend. Friend of
Very
yours,
well.
I assume. May I?
Please.
As she essentially just sits down, and she just looks at all three of you and just goes, "I believe this is the right group. You are Victor, yes?"
Yes, indeed. My reputation precedes me, I suppose.
Or maybe you just have friends in some
Probably
places.
not.
Definitely not. Well, okay.
Oh, the support in this room.
Yeah, it's me.
You already got the support I was giving you for today.
Eterèmont
one
is
point
proud.
of support.
And he points to you, Urak, and just goes, "You are Urak, correct?"
Indeed.
And she looks over at you, Icarus, and just goes, "I do not know you."
I don't know you. What's your name?
That is fair.
Yes.
My name is Moving Shadow.
Moving Shadow. Do you want a drink? We're drinking on someone else's tap.
Yes, please. I would love to have a drink.
Barkeep, the strongest ale you have. For the lady.
Oh, thank you. That is very lovely. I do not intend to stay for long, but thank you.
So is that your born name?
Oh yes, that is my born name.
Mrs. Shadow. Interesting. Tell me, what can I help you with?
Oh, it's not what you can help me with. It is more what I can help you with. More specifically, what I have already helped you with. Like I said, I am employed by a friend of yours. Or, if I could even call it friend, I'm not entirely sure. But I was hired to find some lost things. Or a lost thing. This, specifically. And she essentially puts her hand into her, in behind her own cloak, and she pulls out this methodically well-crafted flute.
Lute.
Flute!
Flute, yes.
Yes, a flute. I need to remind myself how many of you speak Elvish. I seem to recall none of you three actually do. Yeah, you
I
do.
do.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Do I know Elvish?
You do, Eterèmont, but you're not here.
I
do know Sylvan.
Mine is common, giant, and orc.
I have Elvish.
Yeah,
Or
Victor.
orcish.
You do know exactly what this says. It's a single rune that actually just says Eterèmont.
Oh,
It says, please, it says, fuck you, Victor.
No. The rune essentially just says Eterèmont.
that symbol on the side of that thing you're holding seems to be the name of one of our compatriots.
I assumed I was.
We don't know that guy.
I don't know this person, and I will. I can give it to her, him. Sorry, if you want, for a price.
She turns her attention towards Urak. You will give this to him, yes?
Yes.
Thank you. and she just gives you the flute.
I take the flute.
Yeah. So yeah, you essentially have Eterèmont's flute.
I was trying to hold myself back from being sassy towards Victor, but he got himself, so...
Yeah, I do always.
Oh, that is magnificent.
Freaking got him.
As far as I understood upon my employer, that was all that was requested.
Didn't we go for a bow?
I'm sorry, I have not found any specifications of any bow. My employer only spoke of a flute of this particular make.
Interesting.
And this employer was a friend of Eterèmont.
Oh, I believe he's a friend of all of you. A man named Ali El Zafar?
Ah, yes, the other tabaxi merchant guy.
Yeah.
I mean, there
Wow.
are many tabaxis, though not many in this land. That is true.
I remember this man. He was interesting. How fares he?
Oh yeah, the one with the rainbow puke clothing.
He is.
Oh yeah, he's clothing.
He is doing fine, as far as I know. The last time I saw him, he was moving north from Borealis, but that is like, what is it? Maybe 2.5 weeks ago? On his way to Iron Ridge in the north.
Very nice. Could you take a message to him?
Oh, my employ is already over.
Ah,
This was what I was
Too
employed
bad.
to do. But I suppose, for the right price, I can give you a message.
How long would it take for this message to arrive?
That depends. How much are you willing to pay?
How far would 1 gold take me?
I mean, I am a busy woman and I have obligations.
I see. Well then, I shall find other means for delivering the message.
Very well.
I am very short on coin at this point.
Very well. It is of course completely up to you.
Yes.
Like I said, I have obligations, but oh, thank you. As the ale is put before her.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. And your food is also given to you at this point.
I start devouring it like a wild animal.
Okay.
I start eating it like a civil person.
Exactly, like with a knife and fork and the pinky up, of course.
Oh no, that's like high class. Just civil, like
Very
a
well.
fucking normal person.
Yes. Icarus, did you
Just
order any food?
specifying because of what he did. Oh, he said.
And sometimes
just-
a little piece of
just a
food
bit.
falls on him from what I'm doing.
Okay, that's fair. What about you,
Just
Icarus?
got a little bit of food.
Okay.
Not a lot.
Yes, but you essentially eat this actually very well made dish. Very simple, like something you would find
Oh.
in a country like this. Nothing fancy.
Well, I guess
So
we're just fucking hungry.
Neat.
Apparently, well, at least Victor is.
where did it go? So, a moving shadow.
Yes.
So your job is to find stuff for others.
I mean, I do a lot of different things. I move in the dark places where others sometimes are afraid to move.
Can you find anything? Yeah, my mouth full.
Mm-hmm.
Can you find anything? Everything? Anything?
I can find many things. It all depends on what you're looking for.
And I swallow and I'm like, so, I have this signet ring that was stolen upon arrival to. I believe we started our campaign in Drostvar, no?
No, not Trustwell. That's where we are currently.
It's no, Borealis is where I something else.
No, Borealis would be it.
No, that's where I wanted to go later.
What?
Never mind.
Your campaign started in Borealis.
Yeah.
Really?
We started in Borealis.
You started in Borealis, then you moved south towards Drostvar.
Right. Anyways, oh yeah, that's because we were taken out of Borealis to that sewer place. Yes, never mind. Anyways, what was I talking about before all this? Oh my god, I forgot my. Just continue.
Something about a ring.
Yeah, my signet ring was stolen when I arrived to Borealis, and it's very precious to me. It's my family heirloom. Wonder if you could acquire such a thing.
I can definitely acquire a signet ring. You say your family. What family? It'll make it a lot easier to find it.
I'm like, when I come closer, I want to whisper.
And she
I
leans
whisper, and I whisper the name. Grayblood.
You essentially see one eyebrow just going. As you essentially say that. Interesting. You are an interesting person. That is actually not that hard to find. I'll see what I can do.
What will your price be?
That depends. That depends on how hard it will be to find. But I'll do what I can.
So I pay you later?
You pay me when I find it. If I find it.
You have a deal.
He just takes your hand.
I so do look forward to seeing that signet ring again.
I do want to ask, where did you lose it? And how did you lose it?
Oh, it's a very interesting tale. I was visiting family, or remnants of family, in Borealis, and suddenly I get ambushed by someone and end up in a fucking dungeon, where these people also were.
Roll a persuasion check.
Bum 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 bum, persuade, there we go.
Okay. She looks at you as you tell your story, just sits and just slightly nods, and just goes, "Really? You are truly a Greyblood?
True.
Then you should know that your family is not exactly welcome in these lands, and has not been welcome in these lands for nigh on 4 centuries."
How loud is she speaking?
She is not speaking very loud.
She is slightly whispering?
She is talking as you would normally do, but the place is bustling.
Okay.
And
I'm like,
there is also bards playing music and games being played, card games, dice games, all around. It is loud in this place.
Can I listen in?
She's not talking so low that the rest of the table can't hear her.
All right.
But
so
anyone away from the table will have to listen in if they want to be able to listen in.
I still do like a not so loud.
Do you want to know what the Greyblood says?
Oh, Icarus, you know exactly who they are. They are well known across Ashen.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
That means I don't know them.
No, you can roll a history check to see if you might have heard a little during your travels.
10.
Unfortunately, not. They may be well known, but you have not heard a lot. You have heard the name, and it is spoken of in a very negative tone.
But this is
Icarus, You know the Greyblood family is known for their grand betrayal of the royal family some 400 years ago, when they seized the throne in a violent coup and drove the Dragonlance family into exile. The family was then nearly completely destroyed when the king's son returned, the head of an army, and they were defeated by their own co-conspirator, a dragon by the name of Paarthurnax the Manipulator.
Oh, I hated name.
You also know that the statue that stands at the very entrance of Drustvar, that head is Paarthurnax's.
Yeah.
That is about as much as... You also know that you don't know much more about where there are Greybloods left, but if they are in these lands, they're definitely hiding.
Okay. Interesting.
But yeah, she continues to talk to you, Victor, and just goes, "Don't worry. I am good with secrets. And besides, the Greybloods has never done me any wrongs. Well, not personally, at least.
We are kind people.
Some of
To
you.
those who are not our enemies, of course.
Some of you, perhaps. But you do have a reputation of backstabbing. I don't say you have a reputation of backstabbing. I'm saying that your family has that type of reputation.
Not
Yes.
a backstabber, he's just a rogue.
I usually stab people in the front. That's my style.
Well, it's no skin off my back. And she starts speaking a little louder.
So, anyways,
I shall take care of your little problem. Don't worry. I will try, at the very least.
yes, and definitely you know the sigil, so therefore you know what to look for.
I do.
Yes, mine was ruby.
It sounds as if this is going to be a lot harder than I expected. A signet ring is a lot of things, apparently.
Yes, it's very, very powerful.
It is also magical. Well, that is very interesting. Thank you for telling me. I did not know.
Yeah, just in case you burn yourself on the way here. We don't want all these bad unlocks to happen.
If I find
Can
it,
I sorry.
if I find it, I will be sure to come back without any burn marks. You needn't worry. Yes, Icarus?
Can I just see in her face if she actually wants to do this job? If she wants to keep the ring for herself?
Roll an insight check.
Jesus.
Oh shit.
She is very hard to read. You're not entirely sure. You're also a little bit.
You're not used to kitty faces.
You're also a little. Yeah, you're also a little bit
Yes.
distracted by the fact that her eyes are two different colors. It's weird. That's not normal.
I trust you, young lady. It's hard to come by people who understand my history.
Indeed, it is. It is also difficult to find people you can trust, is it not?
Yes.
But worry not. I am very trustworthy.
Well, now she sounds very trustworthy.
As she essentially takes the rest of her drink, and just gets up and just bows. Thank you for the drink. Where might I find you if I were to procure said item?
Oh. Wait a minute, we're going somewhere.
Well, we're going to Matthias's tomorrow, but
But that's not enough time, I
No.
would assume. In a week's time, we might come back to this place.
Then I shall expect you back here. It is a lovely place, and I do like being here.
Hmm.
So don't worry. If I have any information, I shall make sure it gets to you. If nothing else, I have ways. I know people.
Very well. I shall put out bulletin boards on every tavern we meet, just in case.
Very well. I shall not take up any more of your time. Again, thank you for the drink. I will get back to my own business, as I'm sure you can understand. Like I said earlier, I am a busy woman. I have places to be. And she makes a flourish in a bow, like, good night, as she just turns and disappears in the crowd.
Oh, I like that woman.
Was that very smart,
What
Victor?
part?
All the parts.
Yes, I do want my signet ring back.
But you gave so much information.
Yes,
She has so much dirt on you.
yes. And if she betrays me, I will hunt her to the end of the earth.
Unless you're in jail.
Let's just go to bed, okay?
You know,
Too much thinking going on right
you
now.
kind of got a point.
I'm starting to walk up to the rooms.
Yes, so Victor walks away from the table. His drink done, his food gone, and a little
Well,
bit all over the
most
table.
of it.
Well,
Yes.
some of it on the table and on the floor.
Oh.
I
I
don't know,
remember
Urak.
you said a few days ago that I slept off, hang from the roof.
Yes. And I'll
Oh, yeah,
see if you
that's
do so
right.
again. I will try to wake up early and catch you in the act. Don't you worry. Maybe you should sleep with a dagger in your hand, and if you slap the roof, we know you slept on the roof.
Just because I sleep with a weapon doesn't mean that I'm gonna use it.
Well, I don't have any paint, so it's the next best thing, I guess.
And the wound will close itself up again, so...
Yeah. It's the magic of sleep. Gets rid of all the wounds.
I do that and I like take my cup up against his.
Metagaming.
Cheers.
But yeah,
Oh, but what was it that you were about to say?
Well, I don't like giving all that information away. We should keep an extra eye open.
It's not my problem. It's his.
Well, it can turn into our problem. That's the thing. We will be in the vicinity.
And we just kick him.
Yeah. I suppose you're right.
Betrayal.
it is nice to have such good friends.
Yeah.
As they say, with friends like these, who needs enemies?
Yes.
This episode should just be called "You Got a Friend and Not Me."
Or better, you got a friend, and it's not me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You don't have a friend in me.
Thank you.
You don't have a
A
friend.
friend in me.
Oh, watch out.
The light is down. I'm gonna kick you too, 'cause you don't got a friend in me.
Oh god,
But
we're gonna get claimed. Anyway,
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're too small.
I know. But yeah, anyway.
And it's a parody.
It is, I know.
Sounds
Anyway,
awful.
there we go. I'm just moving shit around. Anyway, you go to sleep a little later, Urak and Icarus, I assume?
Yes.
And you all get
Yep.
a long rest?
Yay.
Yay.
Since I don't need much sleep, then when I have gotten my 4 hours or whatever it is, then I would like to start knitting again on some. I would like to make some mittens.
Okay. Do you have a weaver's kit?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Roll me a weaver's kit. Like a weaver's tools roll. let's do the inquiry of intelligence as you're trying to figure out the pattern.
Yeah. Let me see. Where the hell is it?
Don't you have proficiency?
No.
Then it's just a pure intelligence roll.
Okay. Come on. There we go. 13!
Yeah. Okay. So you sit yourself down with these knitting supplies, and you do spend a little while going, now how is it works again? As you've barely ever done this before, so you just
Yeah.
start clicking them together. Like, yeah, yes, this is working, and then you start putting in thread, and you start knitting a little bit. It takes you. It actually takes you about an hour to get it, like completely how you knit the threads together and tighten them up so they can essentially create something and don't just fall apart again. But you essentially get what is the beginning ring around the wrist of a mitt.
I can do this.
Yes, you have now begun, and you actually get it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I want to do until it's time for breakfast.
Okay. I want all of you to. I want most of you to do me a favor and mute yourselves. Everyone,
Yes, master.
everyone
Mute
except
everyone.
everyone except for you, Victor.
Oh,
So mute or deafen.
Definitely.
Okay.
My apologies. That's what I meant. I'm just gonna make sure if everyone has.
Where is it?
still club.
Yeah, can you do it for me?
I don't know if I can. Girl, stop. Now I at least can't hear you. Well, I'm gonna assume he can't hear us. So, Victor. Let me just do something real quick. So, give me a second. That's fine. So you go to sleep. You fall asleep, and as darkness takes you, you hear something. A low, almost raspy voice. Almost like someone that hasn't spoken in a while goes, there you are. As you almost feel like your entire body are pulled. As if the world, the earth beneath you is ripped away. And you are essentially sent flying, almost. And as you land on your feet, you blink for a second and you stand in this dark room. It's a spacious room. You see pillars lining the sides of you. You can't see the walls of this room. So you're enveloped in shadows, darkness all around you. Before you, you see a throne. It looks almost gothic in its creation, like massive and spiked, almost. It's not on the gravitas it's not on the gravitas level of the Iron Throne, but like it's a large chair with some spikes going up around the sides, and wings behind it. Looks like bat wings. But you hear the voice again going, "We meet again, Victor Greyblood. This is an interesting development. I have felt my power wane and grow in the past few weeks. I know not what it was, but I felt a connection. I wonder if this is a side effect of the transformation. You and I are linked. When you kill, I grow stronger. When you take, I weaken. I like this.
So that's why I have these powers suddenly.
I believe so.
Is it you, Vlad?
You don't see anything, but you almost feel like a smile growing somewhere in the shadows. You remember?
It has been a long time.
It has. It is lovely to see that you are still walking. I was afraid you would have been found out.
Yes. Somehow, I feel different. Stronger, faster, more agile.
It is the transformation.
But I don't understand. You cannot bear sunlight. I do not care.
Who says I cannot handle the sun?
That's just a theory.
And theories are born of a little bit of reality. Or is that fantasies? Sometimes I mix them.
Well, depends what you prefer. So, how can I help you?
Continue on your path. Kill for me. Grant me power. And in return, your own shall grow.
I do like power. And revenge.
Revenge, you say?
Yes.
Revenge against what?
The bastards who killed my family.
Ah, yes. They are already dead. Time took them.
True. True. But someone needs to pay. And I need to be the one who does it. We have a deal, my lord.
Good. Continue on your path. Kill. Grow stronger. And in time, I may have more specific need for you.
Yes.
We shall meet again, Victor Greyblood. In time.
See you maybe soon, master.
And as you say that, the shadows around you grows thicker as everything grows dark. And you wake up the next morning in your bed. And you are fully rested, fully healed. You are all good.
Do I have anything that shows me that it wasn't just a dream?
No.
Okay.
But it felt
So
it felt very, very real.
Oh, very nice.
Let's just say that you have a feeling that this wasn't just a dream.
Alright, I have returned. I have only been sitting here and writing a parody of You've Got a Friend in Me.
Thank you. We are. I am looking forward to hearing it later. So,
anyways,
are we all back? I'll just unmute.
I don't know.
I
There
will
we
just unmute Remy. There we go. So,
Nice.
I will just change the music again. Boop. Boop. So, you all wake up the next morning. Feeling refreshed. Not bleeding as much as you did the night before.
It feels amazing.
Yeah, and Epos, you do wake up seeing Eterèmont knitting.
Like, oh, I suppose it's time for breakfast then. Shall we get ready?
Catch. And I throw him the loot.
Sure.
Oh, the flute.
They are in their own room. Urak,
okay.
you
Okay,
shared a
yeah.
room. You shared a room with Icarus.
Yeah, I thought we were on our way down, but yeah.
No, not yet.
I
Okay.
can share a room with you next time.
No, I'm fine with the little man.
Down in Eterèmont. You're not playing Ralsire. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you.
do I wake up at the same time as they did?
You do. It's perhaps better said you don't wake up at the exact same time, but you do start heading down around the same time, I assume.
Right. So I come out of the room and I'm like, oh, what a wonderful day to murder people. I mean, help people. And
I
Well,
did
it's
not
nice to
sleep
see
on
you
the roof
too.
this time, Icarus.
Good morning to you too, Victor.
Did Urak sleep on the roof? Did I
Nope.
manage to wake up early?
I would
Fair
say,
enough.
Icarus, you did wake up early, and Urak was still in his bed.
Must have been something I dreamt then. I will, before we meet up together, make a mutagen. We'll
Very
remember
well.
this time.
It's good that you remember. You need those.
Yeah, I need those. And then I'm gonna make a sorority
Very well.
one.
is that something Bloodhunters could do?
It is something his specific subclass can do.
I see. Sounds interesting.
Anyway, you all head down, and you do meet in the tavern itself. It is a little more quiet this morning. Glyn is not behind the yeah. He's not behind the bar just now.
Someone else there?
There's
When
someone
I
else.
get within a relatively close distance to Eterèmont, I'll say catch and throw him in the flute.
Okay.
Oh, can I try to catch it?
With your passive dexterity, you easily just catch it. And so you still see it coming, going, oh,
Whoa.
and catch it.
Oh, where did you get that?
Some brown-furred tabaxi woman came in last night. Said she was employed by a friend.
If I'm nearby, am I?
I would say
No, you're on the moon.
Thank you.
I will say no, you're not.
Well, thank you for taking this to me.
I guess you
I missed
could thank Moving Shadow, I think it was, her name was.
Moving shadow.
Apparently that's her birth name even, so.
If this shadow comes again, I shall thank her in person.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the Shadow Woman?
Yeah.
Brown fur tabaxi, yeah.
Ah, yes, she was pretty. I think I will score next time.
Well, you did succeed in that she would come to you.
Yes, exactly. Make them want more. Yes, that's what Dad always said.
You just gave her a job.
Ah, You got the
Definitely
thing
a
that we
premise.
got.
Victor, nobody wants more of you.
Everybody wants a piece of me.
One is already enough.
Now, shall we share the blessing that is my friendship? And move the fuck on.
Icarus already knows that I
first.
would kick him if need be.
Big guy, lead on.
But yeah, as you move down
no,
into
I'll eat first, thank you.
Yeah.
as you move down into the main room, you do see behind the desk is a relatively large half-orc man in a like almost blue-green skin color.
I thought we had met at like one of the tables.
You did. It is
Okay.
it is the cook.
Okay.
Of the tavern.
Yes.
I am pretty sure you have met him. He stands behind it. He stands behind the desk, going like almost hands
Tiny
under the
guy.
chin and just going.
Is he sleeping?
He's sleeping. It does look as if he's sleeping at the moment.
Very nice.
That would be Tanigak.
Yes, it is indeed.
So
Should we wake him up?
I push little Icarus over there and be like, "Hey, scare him. It'll be fun."
I will pull a tuft of fur out of my pouch.
Oh,
Okay, roll a d8 as you remove a tuft of fur.
Yeah.
A
Number
3. I do not remember what it is. You have the
I
item.
will tell you in a moment. It's a badger.
Oh,
Yes. So he essentially pulls out this small piece of fur and throws it, and you just see a badger.
Was it Stephanie or something like that?
No, it's new one.
Yeah, I think Stephanie was the boar.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, Stephanie.
Oh, that was Stefan.
Stefan and Stefan.
Steve, that was Steve. Yeah, that was Steve. So,
Steve. Yeah.
I don't remember who Stephanie was then. Anyway,
number 2 was something else. Never mind.
yes.
And I will tell the badger to lick him in the ear. And I will
see-
guide it up on the counter.
Yeah, so you help it up on the counter. If I remember correctly, badgers are relatively large, so it's probably a little
Someone help
heavy
me.
for you.
Someone help me.
I help him. I help him.
Yeah, you get it up onto the bar, and it just stands there for a second, and then starts sneaking up towards Tanigak. As it sneaks up and gets close to his face, just into his ear, and he just goes. As he starts, as he takes,
like, oh,
as he takes
He should
almost
have
10 steps, as he takes 10 steps back and hits the wall.
he should have been like, oh, Patricia, not there, not now.
I'm
Oh,
working.
you're giving him ideas.
To be honest, that I was thinking it, but
Missed opportunity.
let's keep it clean.
Magical shenanigans, check.
Yes.
There was the magical shenanigans. That's good. Thank
I'll
you.
drop.
But yeah, the badger just looks at him and actually starts moving towards him again.
You can
rub
stop
my...
now. You can stop now.
It stops, and then it just jumps down from the bar and just walks up to you, Icarus, and stands beside you. Just
Good girl. Good girl.
however a
Rub
badger
my-
does that, I have no idea.
I rub my dagger and I say that magic word and I speak to the badger like, "Hey, dude, please come over here. I want to test something out."
What are you gonna
That
give
was
me for
nasty.
it?
Why would you?
You hear it answer. What are you gonna give me for it?
I'm like, "Wow, this works much better than I thought. I will give you food, a little corner of my food, if you follow me for the rest of the day."
Roll a persuasion check. As you are able to speak to it, it's not animal handling.
Please persuade the badger.
Okay. Icarus, you see the badger. It has made some noises, and Victor has made some weird noises as well, and it just walks over to him.
Victor just going.
Exactly. Yeah. Victor just making badger noises, and the badger making badger noises, and then the badger walks over to Victor.
What does the badger say?
It does now.
Just say, bah.
Yeah. The badger walks over to you, Victor, and puts
Very
itself
nice.
next to you.
Very nice. I start walking over to the bartenders like, hey, can you fix us up with some breakfast, please?
Breakfast coming up just a moment. Just take a seat and I'll be right there.
Thank you, my lord. And I sit down.
He actually smiles when you say my lord, like,
Yes.
and then he starts moving towards the kitchen.
And I sit down with my badger next to me.
The badger sits on the floor, but it sits next to you. And it's actually just waiting, it seems.
And I'm like, hey, my favorite wizard, come here.
Who's your favorite wizard?
Well, the only spellcaster we have.
You
Well, that's
you
not
actually
true.
have 4 spellcasters, just saying.
Okay, fine, but I only know one who can cast real spells.
You have 4 that can
Yo,
cast
me-
real spells. I know who you're talking about, but I don't know if he knows who you're talking about.
What?
There's also the fact that there are still, even if you say full casters, 2 full casters in the group. No, 3. Yeah, because warlocks are full casters too.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's myself, so never mind.
No, wait, that's like a hybrid caster, whatever the
It
fuck
is.
it's
It's a
described
hybrid
as.
caster. That's fair. But yeah.
Epos, you know that I'm talking to you.
I'm no wizard, my friend.
Well, you do the magic thing, so, I just assume.
Yeah, I try to sometimes, but yeah. What's up?
Would you please help me make some shenanigans today?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Very nice. So, at some point in time, I will
Yeah.
ask you to do something, and you have to do it, no questions asked.
Okay. Sure. Maybe. What kind of shenanigans are you thinking of? It depends a little.
Some pranks, some things to cheer everyone up, or, everyone else than the target.
I'm down. As long as there's no guards
Sounds
near.
like bullying.
As long as the guards don't see us, because I haven't got my permit yet, so...
Oh yeah, when will that?
Yeah, screw that. I'm down. Let's do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, food is served after a little while. It's simple, but good.
And Victor eats civilized. Maybe even royally.
It's a pinky.
Yes, with the pinky.
Important detail. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Indeed.
you eat your food. What else are you going to do?
So we're going to the Arcane Brotherhood first.
So,
Yeah.
Eterèmont,
Yeah.
is there anything specific with this flute?
Oh, it's just mine. From back home. It's very important to me. Just what do you call it? Sentimental
Sentimental.
It has...
sentimental value. Yes,
I fucking hate that term, it's so great. Now you don't have to.
Well, I guess we are done eating, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, if you have nothing else you want to do, you, I assume, leave the tavern and go out
See.
into the streets. It's not early morning, but it's also not. It's like 8 o'clock, give or take, 8 or 9, somewhere around there. As you walk out into the streets of Drustvar.
What do we see of people?
Is it
A
bustling?
lot of people. It's not bustling just yet. The market is open, but people have not gotten to the market just yet.
Alright. It's not time for my shenanigans yet, then.
I don't know. You essentially start moving out of the out around the market's road, the merchant's road, and go towards the Arcane Brotherhood, I assume.
Yes.
Talk to Urak.
Yes. You walked northward in the city through one of the living quarters, and get up around the wall that leads into the arcane quarters. You'll walk right past Matthias's shop, which you know is just on the other side of the gates into the arcane quarters.
Is it open?
The door's closed. Whether he's open, that's a good question. You know Icarus.
There's not any open sign or anything.
Lights, maybe?
Icarus, as you know, Matthias doesn't exactly do a lot of promotion for his shop.
He doesn't need to.
Oh, so it's just like a hole in the wall.
Not necessarily a hole in the wall. It is a building, but it's a slim building.
Oh, yeah, but like, if you know it, if you know it, if you don't know it, you don't know it.
Yes, exactly. If you know it, you know it. So, whether he's open or not, that is sometimes very hard to say, but you know that Matthias usually has open at this hour.
Okay, I'll quickly run over. Just poke my head in.
Okay, you open the door.
Hello? Matthias? Are you here?
Just as you wait a couple of seconds, then you hear, "Yes."
We'll be right over.
Who is it?
It's Icarus.
Icarus! My friend, where is the rest of your friend? He's not in the room though. You hear it coming from behind the curtain.
We have some other business, but we'll be right over for the ward carver stuff thingy-majig. See you later.
Okay.
And I leave.
Why?
Well, that's interesting. Anyway, you start moving up towards the large building, like this almost temple-like structure, white marble and columns holding up the roof on the outside. Large stairs that goes up into the building itself. Like, it looks majestic. And there are robed men and women walking in and out of the building.
Very excellent architecture. Okay, that was surprising.
Thank you. So,
I believe it is. Bless you.
thank you. Anyway, you move up the stairs, I assume, and go towards the building itself. And you walk in, and it's a large, like the room. This foyer into this academy is massive. Again, white marble floors, a single carpet going towards a single staircase that has like one door at the top, at the end of the staircase, and about I don't know, 16 doors going up the walls.
Yes.
There are actually no hallways. It's just a bunch of doors as you walk inside.
Any people?
There are many people going in and out of these doors here and there and everywhere.
Okay.
As you do stand there, there is one man that sees you. Who walks towards you.
We run. No.
You are allowed to run, but why would you? But yeah, a human approaches you. This human has bright red hair, looks like a man in his early 40s, stark green eyes, and some well-fitting robes in green, purple, and red. He's holding a staff with a big red orb at the end. Not a lot in filigree or jewelry, except for a pair of golden earrings. This is just these tiny small hoop earrings.
It's a man, right?
It is a man.
Okay. That's weird.
And he makes a slight bow towards you and says, "Welcome. May I ask what brings you to the academy, home of the Arcane Brotherhood, the foremost institute for arcane training?"
I'm here for magic permit. Yes.
You are here for the permits.
Yes.
I mean, I can take care of that if you wish. But by the way, the name is Darwin Corner.
Epos Max.
Epos Max. A pleasure. What about the rest of you? Are you also here for permits, or is there something else we can do for you?
Everybody needs a permit here in town.
Only if you practice the arcane arts.
I guess I would require one too then.
I look at the man like giving him this face of I'm an elf, look at me. Obviously I do magic.
Yeah. He does look at you for a second as you make that face. And essentially I assume gesture to your body like
Yes.
Yeah. Like, come on, really.
Yeah, okay. He looks at you for a second. Right. You are a high elf, I see. You're not one of the elves from these lands. Right. My apologies.
Question. Would I know my magic isn't arcane in nature?
It's not. You know that.
Okay. Then what about this? And I kind of like pre-activate lay on hands just to show.
He looks at it and just goes, "That is divine." I mean, divine magic has its I mean, there aren't really need for permit as long as the magic is divine. It would be a nightmare to control that. Let me tell you that. So you need permits.
Yes. Would be nice.
Just the three
Yes.
of you.
Yeah,
Yes.
we talked to Urak yesterday, and he told us to come
You have already
and
spoken.
get us.
You have already spoken to Urak about permits.
Yeah.
Wait a second. You see him make a signet in the air, and you hear him just speak. Urak, do you have guests coming today? And you just see him stare out into the air. It seems as if you are expected. Why didn't you just say so? Come with me. And he essentially walks towards one of the doors.
Yeah, I guess we just follow him.
Yeah.
Neat.
You follow after Darwin as he walks up to one of the doors. You see him look up at what looks like a signet, some kind of mark at the top of the door. He just looks at it for a second. Now this is not right, and he pulls out what looks like almost like a pen, or a feather, and he just goes, "Okay," and you see him draw some kind of rune on the door itself. Urak, you're the only one who knows what this rune means, as it is Orcish.
Oh. What does it say?
It says 3 eyes. As he writes it, you see the mark at the top of the door just turn, just whirling with a massive speed, just going, just turning and turning until it just stops like. And you see almost like a bright light going around the trims of the door, just. And then he goes, "There you go."
And I guess I pushed the door.
You push the door, and he just grabs the handle and clicks it, so it opens.
Ah, fantastic. And I go inside. I don't know what I see, but I will just blindly go inside.
Okay. I assume the rest of you moves in with him.
Yes, after him.
Okay.
See.
So you all start moving into the room.
And fall 5,000 meters to our death.
No, you walk in. You walk into a room, which I'll describe in a moment. We'll take a break right here,
Yes.
and we'll be right back after these messages. See you in a bit.
Det var mere arbejde til Rasmus.
And welcome back.
Hey!
So, as you walk through this door, you walk into an office, you think, or a laboratory? It's hard to say. The first thing you notice is in the middle of the room, standing on its own like pedestal kind of thing, is a crystal ball. First and foremost, you also see several shelves, several shelves filled with bottles of some kind of liquid. A lot of them in different colors. Most of them are red. Several books put in a pile on a desk. You also see several cards, like card sets, placed on another area. There are potted plants. It's a nice room. And behind a desk, in the back end of this room, sits Urak. He seems to be writing something.
Did you say Urak?
Urak, with an
Urak,
H.
yeah.
Sometimes I hate that I gave him that name, but fair. But yeah, you see him sitting behind the desk, and he seems to be writing and just looks up. Ah, welcome. Master Connor did tell me that you have arrived. Please, do come in. Sit. As you see, he snaps his fingers, and 5 chairs just apparates right in front of his desk.
Well, it's a quite nice office you have here, I say, and I sit down in a chair.
Oh, why, thank you. I have created it myself.
I do believe this is the best I have seen as of yet. Well, I mean, down here, of course.
Again, thank you. Like I said, I did create it myself. As he continues to just write the last few, the last few things of this scroll that he's working on. And as he finishes writing, just yes, and he puts his hand into a drawer on his desk and pulls out 2 other scrolls, and then he pushes one of them towards you, Epos, the one he just wrote, one towards you, Victor, and one towards you, Eterèmont.
Yeah.
I would very much like you to sign this, as it is your permit to cast your magic in the confines of the civil areas of Ashen.
Do you have something to sign it with?
He gives you
Quill, maybe?
he gives you the pen he was using. It is a pen. It's not a quill. It's an actual pen.
It's like very strange that they would have that technology, but yes. Victor signs with a very, very fancy signature.
And essentially, what Urak does, he just takes up the scroll, and then he essentially just snaps his fingers, and another scroll just appears in his hand, just puts it into the drawer, and gives you the one you just signed. So one for me, so I can always check if yours is real. I know it's real. I just wrote it myself. And one for you, for when people question your arcane magics. The rest of you.
So put it in our inventory, I guess.
Yes, you may all put essentially an arcane permit, or at least Victor, Epos, and Eterèmont. You can put those into your inventory.
Yes.
And before you ask, they weigh nothing because it's just a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
But he does the same with both of yours, of course. He makes those a copy and hands you the original and puts the copy away.
So what about divine magic? Is that just whatever it is?
Divine magic comes from a lot of different things, but they are still a part of the ley lines, a part of the weave that snakes its way through the world, as you know.
Do I?
You don't.
No, I don't.
This sounds like an arcane theory mumbo jumbo. You have no idea what he's talking about.
Yep. I just stay silent and nod.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Yeah,
if you
I
say
definitely
so.
know what you're talking about.
Not sage.
Yep.
But yeah, he looks around at all of you and says, I thank you for coming. Like I said last night, I had a lot of questions for you, Epos.
Yeah.
Your magic. Do you know where it came from? Do you know how you got it?
No. I do not. I was kind of like born with it, I think. So I don't know.
Does magic run in your family, perchance? Is there someone in your ancestral line that did arcane magic on a whim?
I actually don't think so. My mother didn't use magic. That I know for sure. So
Your father?
perhaps I didn't.
Do refresh my just do refresh my memory. You are from Vatican, correct?
Yeah.
From the Northern Lands. Very
Yes.
Well, if someone in your family did magic, they would very likely also hide it, even from their own families, to ensure that it was not misconstrued. As you might know, your homeland is very strict with the arcane magics, even if the ley lines is particularly strong under their lands.
Yeah. So it wasn't easy for me to hide it back home. So that's one of the reasons why I left. Also because my mother died, but that's one of the reasons why I left.
Sorry to hear it. I truly am. But tell me, do you have an interest in knowing where your magic comes from?
Sure. Yeah.
Have
Maybe
you-
it could help me to kind of control it a bit more.
Perhaps. Have you heard of the ley line theory?
Have I heard about that?
No.
No, I have not.
I see. Well, the ley line theory as it is construed is that they say that there are lines of magic, pure, arcane, uncontrollable magics that runs beneath the world in like a weave. Almost like a basket or a net. They have points where they meet, which we call ley points. These ley lines connect to all living beings. Everyone has magic within them, even you. And he actually looks down at you, Icarus, as he says it.
Oh no.
Your connection
Oh, no,
to the
no.
ley lines.
Oh no.
Your connection to the ley lines is like everyone else's. It is there. Although I will say your spark is a little stronger than the usual riffraff I see on the streets. You have a little bit of a potential. Potential to learn magics, if you ever have an interest for it.
Yeah.
But everyone has a connection to the ley lines. I see that connection.
He's just wearing the wrong kind of shoes.
I see all of you are tethered to the ley lines. All of you. And you all have that little spark within you. Everyone. Except for you, Epos. You are not connected to the ley line. I do not see your connection.
But how come I can do magic then?
That is what I have no idea about. Your magic comes from within, as it does all sorcerers. But every sorcerer is connected to the ley line. You are not. Every sorcerer I have met has a greater spark than everyone else. You remember what I told you? Everyone has a roaring or a spark within them, sometimes the size of a campfire. Yours is like a raging forest fire.
Yeah.
A well of arcane energies is within you, waiting, wanting to be released. But I am not sure where this magic comes from. If you are disconnected from the ley lines, according to the ley line theory, you would not have been able to do magic. And yet you are.
Yes, I can do magic, but yeah, but I don't always, have the best of luck using it.
Explain.
Sometimes it works fine. Sometimes I get teleported or turned into a bird.
So you're saying your magic can sometimes go out of control?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
I have seen this before in other magically gifted people. Those that do magic naturally, like you. But usually their magic gets out of control because their connection to the ley line is frayed. I said it's not entirely connected. Yours is just not there. I must ask, and you are within your... It is within your right to refuse, but I will ask, may I have a sample of your blood? I believe with some of it I can do some research, do some experiments on it to see if I can find out where your magic comes from. From what I can just see with my third eye, I see nothing that can explain where your magic comes from, except from within.
Yeah, take it. Take it. Do it.
I am not asking for much, and I thank you. You see him go down to his belt and just draws his dagger and just gives it to you before you do anything. And he goes up, and you see this long line, the shelves with these bottles filled with different colored liquid. And he takes one that is empty and just hands it to you as well, Epos. If you'd be so kind as to, apologies for the word, bleed into this.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I just do it quick because
you
no
just
hesitation.
yeah,
So
you just make a quick across your hand.
Yeah.
It does hurt slightly, and I will say you do take a single point of damage.
that's fine.
I
fill the vial.
Yeah, as in a way you are more ready for it, so it doesn't hurt like a dagger stabbing, but it still hurts a little bit, and you start to
Yeah,
bleed.
I knew it was coming. So
Yeah. So you essentially cut your hand and start like pressing your hand into a fist and just really try to push blood out, and you do bleed enough to like maybe give him like a quarter of this vial filled. And as you're done, he does.
Here you go.
Yeah, he does take the bottle and just moves it a little bit aside. He puts his hand into his pouch, and he pulls out some bandages and just wraps your hand for you. There we go. My apologies for this, but it is a necessity. So, again, I apologize for having to do this, but I am at my wit's end. I really want to be able to tell you where your magic comes from, and this is what is necessary for me to get to know it.
If this is what it takes to get my magic under control, I'm fine.
I will not say that it can make your magic get under control. It's more a question of I can help you. It's more a question of I can help you control it.
It's a start.
In a way, I can at least figure out where it comes from, and from there we can perhaps find a solution.
Yeah.
But until then, I would strongly consider not doing too powerful magics. As you said yourself, it can sometimes go a little out of control, and I would rather not have innocent people scorched or hurt in any way.
Okay. I'll try.
Thank you. I know you would not hurt any of them, but accidents can happen, unfortunately, and especially with magic like yours. I will say again, though, I thank you once again for saving my niece. And
How fair she?
I have not been to see her, but I can only assume that my brother has not let her out of his sight ever since she came back. He has always been a little protective. Now I think he will be obsessed with her safety.
Which might hinder her. What's it called? Evolve. Evolution.
Her upbringing.
Come on.
Hey, what?
Her upbringing.
Yeah, you could say that.
I know what you're saying, by the way. Don't worry. He looks at you, Victor Yosea, and goes, I am sure that she will find a way to get out from under his view. And I also know that she'll be more careful. Which is why I have considered making a proposal to my brother that she has moved here to begin her studies in earnest as a wizard. Like I said, she is smart, and she has the spark. She has the potential to learn magic. So I say, why not let her?
Aye. So, anyways, did you hear anything more about those cultists?
I have not heard anything of yet. I am going to make a proposition to the rest of the Arcane Brotherhood that we send people out. The ward must be mobilized, and we need to gather information, see if we can find something more on these cultists. And if they are doing more of these disappearances and kidnappings, we need to stop them if they pop up again.
I would not mind assisting with their capture.
Is that so?
I don't know about the rest of you, but they will pay for doing these heinous crimes, and I would like to help.
Indeed.
Aye.
The forces would let us.
As long as I get paid.
I mean, the authorities is just doing their jobs, he says as he looks at you, Icarus. But if I find anything, I will be sure to let you know. But I'm sure that you are, as you said yourself, willing and able to do these kinds of things. And you have proven yourself quite capable. Yes.
We can keep them on their toes.
Oh, I'm sure you can. You have proven that to me already. So, a lot of things is happening at the moment. Give me a second to get things back on track. It is because the new screen I gotten is after all a TV.
Oh. Everything move.
I don't see anything at all on the pictures.
No.
We're gone.
We are all gone, I think.
Yeah, I see the same.
Well, crap. Let's do something then. Yeah, this is also not showing anything.
Oh.
Well, let's just try some things. Oh, god damn it. Well,
Maybe go offline.
no, we're not offline. It's just it has done some shit.
Oh really? Oh my god. that
Yes,
sucks.
it has. It has done a lot of shit. Fuck.
Well, the
Well, at
question is,
least
can
there's
you-
still audio.
It's still audio, and I will have to do this real quick. Apologies to the viewers. This is going to take a short while. And unfortunately, this is not something I can do while also being live. It is annoying as all hell. Anyway, so what do you do now?
Well, I suppose we ask the man if he has any outstanding work for us.
Mm-hmm. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Just
That's
continue.
huge.
Just continue.
So, do you have anything we could do, like some work?
At the
Anyone
moment,
needing-
at the moment, as we have no real information about, well, these enemies of ours, there is not really much work, as you say, for you. So,
Rumors, maybe.
not at the moment. Like I said, I will send out the ward to gather information and see if they can find something. Hopefully, we'll be able to gather some information about these kidnappings. But in the meantime, well, you are to do what you do best, I suppose.
Yes.
We do have plans with Matthias.
Yeah, we should go there.
Yeah.
Yes.
You did say so, yes. Indeed. I would suggest... Well... I will say this much. If there's anything I can do to help you during your travels, if you believe that I can be of use to you, do let me know, and I will see what I can do to help.
How would we communicate this to you if we're not necessarily here?
I mean, there are ways to send messages across long distances. You can just send a message by the old-fashioned way, if you will.
Yes.
I apologize
Well-
that I do not have any better ways to do it. That is what I have at the moment. Well, safe travels then.
Yes. And I guess we just leave.
Very well.
Yes,
Victor, definitely.
Godspeed.
Yeah.
I would like to be the last one to exit the office.
Very well.
And then in the door, look at him and say, "Isn't blood research illegal?"
That depends on how you see it, I suppose. Blood magic is illegal. What I am doing is not necessarily blood magic, it is research into bloodlines.
Hmm.
And it is
What
within
sort of-
it is within my capabilities to do this.
Yeah. I'll like drum my fingers on the door. And then before I leave, just say, "Stay safe."
You as
and
well.
leave.
And remember, don't show your powers to others. Not too many, at least. People may get the wrong idea. And he
And I
smiles.
close the door.
And you walk back out into the same hallway that you were in before. And almost as when you left it, there are people walking in and out of the place. No one particular, if you will.
Let's go to Matthias's place.
Yes.
Yes.
Go gadget Matthias.
So
Please find our stuff.
So you essentially leave the temple. Sorry, not the temple. The academy.
Yeah.
We're fresh out of the academy.
Yes, you're fresh out of the academy.
We made it.
Throw our hats.
Yes, you all throw your hats up. Those of you that have hats.
Do any of us actually have hats?
Yeah, I don't think
so.
any of us have.
Well, if I go by the pictures, the only one who has anything closely resembling a hat is you, Urak. You have a hood.
Yeah, and that's a hoodie.
Yes.
Oh, hood.
I have a
yeah.
scarf. I'll throw my
Yeah,
scarf.
I also have a scarf.
I have
But
hair.
if I have to throw my hat, my hood, I would have to throw my clothing.
It's true.
Oh my.
That would be.
Keep it in your pants. You're not playing Ralsire.
Oh yeah, that's right.
One of these days, seriously, one of these days we need to get Ralphie into this stream. Although
That
that would make our rating go. This is definitely not for children then.
Yeah.
Yes, true shit.
What do you mean? It could just be a one shot from the Silver Lion.
Yeah. Okay, no mind. This is no mind.
Let's get back to the story. So you leave the academy and go to Matthias, I assume.
Yes.
Yes.
And you walk into his store, just like you remember it. All of these oddities on the walls. Sorry, I'm just going to do this.
Honey, we are home.
I must ask, do you actually
That's still
say that?
Ralsire. That's still
No,
Ralsire.
it's not. It's not a Eterèmont to do that.
No. But yeah, you enter the
still
store and well, there's no one in the store at the moment.
I'm like, here's Johnny.
And then you essentially hear a voice from behind the curtains. I don't think I know a Johnny, but I know that voice. As he just steps out from behind the curtain, just in a flourish. There you are. I've been expecting
not
you.
wearing a shirt as usual.
Come again?
Not wearing a shirt as usual.
I mean, Matthias has one type of clothing, and it is shirtless.
Yes. Can you at least cover up a little bit?
Why? Like
why?
like my dad always said, if you got it, flaunt it. And I definitely flaunt it. At least the
Okay,
things I
then.
got.
With that logic, and I start pulling down my pants.
Let's keep it
No one needs to
professional.
see that.
Let's keep it professional. For now.
I tie it back up and I open my shirt. Now, we're on equal footing. Now, what do you have for us?
I mean, we have always been on equal footing, my friend. What I got for you? Right. I tried my best to look into your things, and I am sorry to say it, Victor. I did not find much. It sounded like bustling streets. Couldn't see much, unfortunately.
Streets, you say?
I think Eterèmont has a hard time hiding that he has a minor meltdown. Like, just want my stuff back.
Come on.
But he says that to you, essentially saying he does not have much information about your ring, unfortunately.
Can you at least say how much, where it is, ish?
It's a big city.
Big
The
city.
bustling was loud. It could be anything from Drusvar to Silver Spring to Borealis to Iron Ridge to perhaps another continent. I am not entirely sure. But I will look into it, don't you worry.
Oh, well, sounds good. Must have dropped it when I was kidnapped.
I highly doubt it. It sounded as if it was actually moving. I think someone has it. And I think someone's wearing it.
we shall find this bastard.
Perhaps.
Excuse me.
As for you, Epos, and your earring, I
Yes.
must also confess that I did not gain much from my scrying of your earring. Although I did see a little more. A small person was wearing it.
We all look at
I look
Icarus.
at Icarus.
Well, it's not him.
You.
Oh,
I will.
How dare you?
At least I don't think so. If not, then he definitely has a change of voice. It's a female voice, I heard,
Oh,
speaking to someone. She was speaking about plan. That's about all I got. Sorry to say.
About what?
Yeah, what?
A plan.
No.
Something
Oh.
about the plan is in motion, I think. I did not get the entire thing. Apologies.
interesting. Where did you? How far? Can you measure how far it is from where we are?
No! I'm sorry. That is not how the spell works. If it did, my god, I would find things a lot easier, and trust me, I would be rich. Or at least richer than I already am.
I look around.
Oh.
Flex.
Yeah.
I mean the place looks okay. It's a shop.
Well, much. Never mind. So, what can you see when you see this? Is it? Do you just hear things?
I
you
can
smell something?
see or I can hear. Sometimes the magic becomes a little too much, and I don't hear or see much, unfortunately.
What can we do to help your gaze become stronger and mightier?
that was weird.
What?
I will ignore that.
No, that was on purpose.
I know. It's Matthias that says, I'll ignore that.
Well,
As for your bow, my friend,
Yes.
yours gave me a lot more clues. One of the few things I did
Yes?
see was red skin.
Red skin.
The person wearing it had red skin, that's for sure. That's for sure. And I heard some things around it. Something that sounded like pickaxes on stone. Potentially a mine. Which leads me to think that unless it has completely left the continent or the kingdom itself, I believe it's in Iron Ridge.
Iron Ridge, you say?
Far is it to Iron Ridge?
Didn't we pass that place?
No.
No, it's
Oh.
in the.
It is in the.
It's in the corner.
It is in the most furthest north, almost the most northern town in Ashon.
So how far? How long will it take for us to get there?
If you walk, it would probably take you a couple of weeks.
Oh, Jesus.
If you
How about on horseback?
you could get there in a week,
Right.
potentially.
I guess we can help you out for a price.
Help me out.
No, I was talking to Eterèmont.
Just
So, how
giving you the
badly do you
death
want
glare,
your bow,
like,
then?
This is, of course, for jokes, my friend. We will help you if you help us. When it's
You will
time-
get
when
a
the time
special
comes.
prize.
a special
A
price for
discount
free.
just for you.
Yes.
Special prize just for you, my friend.
Indeed.
I am potentially able to help you gaining more information.
Yes.
Potentially. I do know someone, a former companion of mine that lives in Iron Ridge, actually works for the Miners' League, who has the information of who owns what mine. It is potentially, if your bow is as precious as you say it was, it is very likely in the hands of someone with coin. Which means it's probably not a miner. Very likely a mine owner.
Yes.
heard someone working in the mine.
I mean, even the owners of the mines go down into the mine sometimes and check it out.
Do they?
They do.
Once a year.
To whip the subjects.
Indeed. Or sometimes just to see how work is progressing. I cannot see any other reason why the sound around your bow would be the pickaxes on stone if it wasn't on the back of a foreman, perhaps a guard. Oh, sorry, a guard captain or something reminiscent of that. It is the best I can do.
This friend of yours,
Yes.
how do we find him?
He works in the Miners League.
Miners.
Can you contact him beforehand?
I can try.
Red what?
In
What?
Red.
skin.
What?
Red skin.
No, the place.
No,
Iron
Iron Rich.
Iron Ridge. I
Iron
don't
Ridge.
know why I said.
Iron Rich.
He says Matthias just does. You all see that he is twitching a little whenever you call this person he's talking about a friend.
What kind of friend is he?
A traveling companion from way back.
Is he lying?
Roll an insight check.
Is he? Please. No.
Matthias is a very hard person to read.
Everyone is.
Just naturally. Today, everyone is pretty hard to read. That is true. But yeah,
We
The other one was yesterday. Oh my god.
Horrible rolls on you.
what?
We have horrible rolls on you.
Looks at Urak. So what is your favorite kind of food? Cheese. I don't know if you're lying or telling the truth.
So suspicious.
Yeah, so suspicious. But yeah, Matthias essentially continues saying, his name is Devon.
Devon.
Devon Gross, to be specific. Gross. Gross. Gross.
Close enough.
And he says he is what you would describe, what the miners at least call a pencil pusher.
Nerd.
He works in the offices, makes sure that the papers are in the right places at the right time. Let's just say that he is also a hobby hunter.
A hobby hunter? What is that? A
Oh, yeah.
trophy hunter?
Yeah, it's someone that hunts as a hobby. He likes to travel outside of Iron Ridge from time to time and do hunting.
It will be typical he's out of town when we get there.
I mean, he was actually very, very good with a crossbow. At least he was good for something. Anyway, I will try to send him a message, and hopefully he will receive it before you arrive. Hopefully.
In the meantime, can you do more with the other items? Maybe dig up some more stuff?
I will definitely attempt more scryings, and if I gain any kind of clue, I will be sure to contact you.
I will look forward to this, my friend. Oh, I do wear a shirt next time. I don't...
Why? It's not that cold.
Does anyone have frost magic? Please, you know. Anyways.
No.
No.
Won't allow it.
So, Icarus,
Yes.
how goes the reading, by the way?
Well, I haven't really had so much time to read it yet. Still
No.
trying to understand it.
Well,
But,
if you need pointers, do let me know. I'll see if I can help you.
Do you have any notes on the weave? Things. And can you point them out?
The weave, you mean the ley lines?
Yeah.
Nobody knows where they are and how and what they look like. There's a reason they call it a theory.
Oh, I see.
Someone just thought it was a good idea. I mean, there are some truths to it, in a way. It is said that the weave has holes, and one of them is a very large hole.
Of terror.
No, just a big hole. That is the continent of Beokul. The ley lines doesn't exist there,
Interesting.
which means magic doesn't exist there.
I am from Beokul.
Even divine magic can sometimes be a little hard to perform there. So
It's true.
Okay.
Don't ask about it, but it's true.
I will refrain
Give me
from
the
asking
Beokul.
then.
Yes.
But I am from there. And I obviously have some magic.
You're from Beokul?
I mean, I cannot answer what kind of anomaly you guys are.
I guess we're just special. I don't know.
I mean, you are special.
Yes, I know this, but you don't know.
I mean, I've met you, so I would assume. Well, I'm sorry I cannot be of more help, but Eterèmont, I would strongly suggest to try Iron Ridge and try contacting Devon. He might be able to point you in the right direction.
Right. Do you know if we could... does many travelers caravans go to Iron Ridge, Iron Forge,
Iron Ridge, Iron Ridge.
Iron Ridge.
Iron Ridge.
I mean, most trade that goes to Iron Ridge usually goes by boat, as they do have a harbor down from the bottom of the cliffs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are travelers that walk there or by cart, but it's not many. The roads.
So our best bet is to get on a boat.
Either walk or try to hire some horses yourself. Potentially try to see if a caravan is moving in that direction, or try a ship that is potentially sailing in that direction. Can't say for sure.
No, but you say that most people to Iron Ridge take the boat.
Most merchants take a boat.
Then we should try to get a job on a boat.
I guess we can do that.
I don't know about sea travel. We are land people. Why would we
Been on a
tempt
boat?
fate?
Speak for yourself.
I do
Sounds
speak
fun.
for myself.
I will also remind you, Victor, in order for you to have gotten to Ashen, you took a boat.
And I have trauma.
Fair.
Most likely it wasn't high status boat travel.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyways, let's go find a boat apparently. And I start walking out.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah, thank you, Matthias.
You are
We will most likely be back.
You are very welcome, friends. Like I've said so many times, a friend of Adan's is a friend of mine. I'll do what I can to make further inquiries, and where my magic can't go, I can send others.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
Right.
It may not seem like it, but I do like you people. I really do. So please do be careful. And I say this as a friend. Be careful.
You will.
Do you expect us to run into trouble in Iron Ridge?
I expect you to run into trouble anywhere you go. But that is
so well.
that is the
No,
life that is the life of an
never.
adventurer, is it not? To find trouble and deal with said trouble.
Yes. Yes, we can
Sounds
take
about right.
any challenge.
I mean, it was at least for me when I was doing what you're doing.
When I was yay high.
Well, enough about me. Take care of there. And if you are interested in buying something, do let me know. Oh, talk about it.
Maybe later.
Maybe next time.
I hope so. I certainly have many interesting wares that I would be more than willing to tell to you. Well, good day to you. And do take care.
Bye.
Bye.
And you start to leave Matthias' store
Yes.
and walk back out into the streets.
What time is it?
It's relatively early still. It's shut in the
Very
dark.
good place to stop.
No, I mean in game.
I know. That's also what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It's probably around midday at this point.
Midday. We definitely have lots of people coming out soon, or already.
There are a lot of
I
people
look at
walking the
Victor.
streets these days. At this hour.
When do you plan of us to make the funny stuff? You know.
I was planning to, do something with Matthias in there, but he seems.
You forgot.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Also, he might not see it as funny as I would.
Again, it depends on what you are going to do.
You can still do it if you want.
I have no idea about what we are doing. So
I was thinking something like throwing some water in his face with your water magic.
do I even have water magic?
I mean, you got you have control water.
Do I?
Yes,
Do
you
I?
do. I do remember you used it in the first session to move around
Yes.
P.
Shape water. That's right. Yeah,
Shape
yeah.
water, that's what it's called.
I totally forgot.
It's fine.
Oh,
Crazy.
so water in the face.
Something
You
harmless but
disappoint me,
yet
Victor.
funny.
You disappoint me.
You disappoint me.
So, where do you go?
To the docks.
Docks.
Yes,
Yeah.
to the docks.
Very well. So you walk down to the docks, and as you get there, you see a familiar face working the docks. An obsidian-skinned dwarf.
Oh.
With a short white beard. Sorry. There he is. Yeah, an obsidian-colored dwarf with a short white beard. You see Dhampir, the harbor master that assisted you when you were looking for the missing children.
Oh, yes. I'm like, hello, greetings, my friend.
Ah, you're back. Are you looking for children again?
No, not this time. We're actually looking for transport to Iron Ridge?
Sandwich,
Yes.
You're going to Iron Ridge.
Yes. Call it a diplomatic visit.
Urak looks confused at.
Roll a deception check, Victor.
I would just be, whatever. Let's just do that.
I would like
Fuck,
to
why am I
insight.
so bad at rolling today?
I mean, it hasn't all been bad. But yeah, he looks at you, Victor, as you said, a diplomatic mission. He just goes. Good one.
You could hear it from Christie's microphone better than your own.
I'm sure. But yeah, he just points at you, Victor. Good one. Now, why are you going to Iron Ridge? Be honest.
We're looking for some lost stuff. We have found out that it might be in Iron Ridge.
And as I said, we will diplomatically take it back.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
So you're going to steal it back? Is that what you're saying?
It's technically speaking his.
True. Sorry. You are retaking something you lost.
Exactly, diplomatically.
Right. So, what does that have to do with me?
Do you know anyone who is traveling to Iron Ridge?
You are the Dark Master after all.
One moment. He just turns around and walks over to his desk close by, out in the open, where he opens a big ledger and just starts flipping through the pages.
We're willing to work on the boat if it means anything.
Yeah.
He flips a couple of pages back again. How much experience do any of you have with, working on a boat?
I know how to throw up and scrub the floor afterwards.
Important skill! Especially the scrubbing of the floor.
Well, I have been working for a few months on a boat.
He turns around and looks at you, Eterèmont, and says, "You worked on a boat, pretty boy."
It has trouble.
Oh snap!
I have to get money somehow.
Me true, but really?
Yes. I have been working on a boat.
I can carry heavy stuff.
That
Yeah,
I don't
you
doubt. He's still looking at Eterèmont as he says that, Urak, and just points at you. I don't doubt that.
Our friend here is very good at cleaning things with water.
That is true. I am very good with water.
And very good at making. No, never mind.
My
I'm
elven
good.
eyes see a lot. They see it when they take the hobbits to Isengard.
He looks at all of you for a second, just goes. They're gonna flame me alive. Very well. There is a supply ship. More specifically, supplies from here to Iron Ridge, foodstuffs mostly. That is on its way, or should be on its way, but unfortunately some of the sailors have, been too much of a sailor.
Too much of a sailor. Does that mean
They
drunk?
can't hold the liquor.
He points out towards the water, and you look towards the edge of the harbor, and you see essentially 7 people heads over, and you can even hear from here them going. Yes, they can't hold their drinks.
I guess that's what we do with a drunken sailor.
Yes, you leave them in the harbor. Indeed. Unfortunately, these supplies are relatively important for the city itself. So, the guards have asked for more sailors. I have been looking through the ledger to see if anyone was available, and here you are. And you. And he points to you, Urak. You definitely work for 2. Am I correct?
Sure.
Good.
I will overlook the command of these people so that they will do as supposed to. No worries. Free of charge.
You do not have to. There is someone else who will be overseeing all of you.
Don't like that, but it's okay.
you should report to the ship then.
Which one is it?
And he points again. He points to a ship a little ways down that essentially flies the colors of the Dragonlance family.
Whoa. Wait, Dragonlance, is that the same that's from my backstory?
That your family backstabbed?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Dragonlance are the royal family of Ashen.
Come on, Victor, you have a debt to pay, don't you?
This is gonna be fun. I'm like, oh, that one, yes. Thank you for your services. And I start tiptoeing there.
You're welcome. As you start tiptoeing away. It's just... Okay. Well...
Wait, not tiptoeing, you know, like la 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 la, you know.
Skipping.
Skipping, yes, that's the one.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Yes.
There's a big
Tiptoeing is
difference.
when you,
Tiptoeing is when you make obvious sneaking. I will 100% assume that you all just follow Victor. Except you're not skipping, you're just walking, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well. So, you start walking down the harbor towards the ship, and you do see on the harbor side itself, around the it's called the gangplank, I think it's called.
Yep.
Thank you. Where you essentially see a man wearing somewhat heavy armor. His armor looks like it's almost shiny in the coloration, or at least in the metal. He is a half-orc man. His hair pulled into... is essentially put into braids. Almost like... fuck is it called?
Dreadlocks?
Dreadlocks, thank you. Essentially pulled up into a tight... almost ponytail of dreadlocks on the back of his head.
So awesome.
Yeah. But his armor is almost shining in the sunlight. He's wearing on his back a massive maul, like a massive hammer. And he sees you approach, as he just extends hands, going, "Whoa! Where are you going?"
We have been sent here by the Dogmaster, to assist on the deck.
We would like to go to Ironridge, and we are willing to work for the travel.
Yeah, what she said. He said.
So, what you're saying is that you've just been hired by the harbor master to take care of the ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
One moment. And he starts walking up the gangplank.
And it's like...
Actually, yes. But it's probably because of his massive size, not because the gangplank isn't very strong. Anyway, after a brief moment, a short halfling man wearing relatively nice-looking clothes, a feathered hat on top of his head, almost like an admiral's hat, comes walking down, one hand into his shirt, like Napoleon always did, just walking down. Well, greetings. I understand from our little guard here, from my guard here, that the harbor master has sent you towards me. Am I to understand that correctly?
Yes. We would like to go to Ironridge.
I see.
Isengard.
So you are supposed to take the work from my... And he looks down the harbor. Idiotic sailors who thought it would be a good idea to drink on such an important travel.
That is us.
Well, wonderful. Now, a couple of rules before we get down to it. First, the cargo is not to be ogled. Understood?
To be
I
what?
don't know what that means.
Ogled. You are not to
What is that?
stare.
Don't touch it.
Stare.
You're not to stare at the cargo. You are not to approach the cargo. You are not to touch the cargo. All you have to do is make sure that the ship sails. Understood?
Makes sense.
Thank you.
So,
Before we
That's
continue,
fine.
I do need some names and capabilities. Let's hear it.
I am Victor, the leader of this gang, and I am also good with
Eterèmont is just shaking his head behind
Yeah,
him.
so
like,
is Urak.
Very well, Victor. I do think I have a perfect position for you. And you. He turns towards you, Urak, the big one. What of you?
Urak. Strong.
Oh, I see that. I certainly can also find a position for you. We do have to have someone who can move stuff around, that is for sure. Like some of the extra cargo we are transporting. And you? He just turns to you, Eterèmont, at this point.
I can see it when they take the hobbits to Isengard.
So you have a great sight, if I understand that correctly.
Yes.
Oh, the old saying.
Yeah, the old saying, they take the hobbit. They are taking the halflings. They're taking the halflings. Yeah. Okay, fair. But yeah, he just says, very well. Crow's nest for you.
I guess. I don't know what that means, but
You go up there.
Yeah.
Points to the crow's nest.
Yeah. The crow's nest is.
crow's nest.
yeah.
Okay, for some reason I thought he said something about a crucifix or something like that.
You're going
Like,
to be crucified.
Yes.
What kind of ship is this?
I mean, we do need a new figurehead at the front of the ship, and
nope.
I mean, and what of you, Epos?
I'm good with water and fire.
Good. You'll join him. And he points to Victor.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Question mark.
I did not get your name, as he points to you, Eterèmont.
Oh, my name is Eterèmont.
Interesting. And you?
Yeah, I'm Epos.
Good to know. And you, friend?
I am Icarus. I can help clean the deck and potentially navigation assistance.
Very well. It is always nice to have so many that can help us clean the deck.
That sounds scary.
The smile on Victor's face disappears slowly. Cleaning?
And before we go anywhere, let's make sure that that things are taken care of. And the big half orc just goes, very well. Stand still. As he walks up and approaches each of you, he makes a signet in the air in front of all 5 of you. He goes, there we go. If you as much as consider pulling your weapons, I will know. Do not pull your weapons.
Like this? And no.
That's fair.
I
Speaking of
will.
which-
I will chop him on his head.
Okay. Make an attack roll with an unarmed strike.
No, I didn't do that.
Is this a surprise?
No. It is
Oh,
not.
so wait, you didn't do it.
No.
He didn't do it, but I was talking to you, Urak.
Yeah, that was in that case if he pulled his weapon.
Oh, in that way, I thought you were attacking the guards.
Oh no.
Okay. Very well.
But
I'm just
I will-
trying to keep Victor in check. Like he
Yeah.
just like this.
Fair.
I look at the orc and the halfling, and I'm like, speaking of weapons, What are the risks of us being approached by pirates?
Well, as we, the halfling goes in and says, well, as we are supposed to be traveling close to the shoreline, very little. But I will not take any chances. But to be honest, if pirates attack, you are more than welcome to draw your weapons and defend yourselves. We would actually very much prefer that.
So.
Very nice. In that case, I am okay. And I pull it out and put it back in real quickly. Does he flinch?
You explode.
I will assume that a 23 hits you.
Fuck.
Does a 16 hit you?
Unarmed strike? What the fuck?
I assume that a 23 hits you, Victor.
And does a 16 hit you, Victor?
I guess.
Before Urak, almost before you react, Victor is already on the ground. the half-orc man holding his hand and pushing his head down against the harbor.
What the fuck is happening?
I told you, do not draw that weapon.
I was kidding.
Just see Urak just like out where his head was.
Yes.
Nice try.
Yeah.
Really, really nice
the
try.
half-orc does release you, Victor, after a couple of seconds.
That was fascinating. I've never seen someone so big move so fast. Ooh.
You have to when you work in the field that I do. Now then, let us move on, shall we?
Yes.
And he looks down at the halfling. You can only assume it's the captain of the ship. They just nod to each other. Now we just have to wait for the cargo. And I think that is a good place for us to end for the evening.
Damn.
Yeah.
As you are now preparing on a small voyage on a boat towards Iron Ridge.
I'm on a boat! Yeah!
You are now, all of you, on a boat.
Motherfucking boat. I'm on a
Yes.
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat. Yeah.
I will actually, before we go too far, Icarus, there's something about this man's armor that you recognize in a way.
Oh.
It's not that you recognize him, you just recognize the uniform. This is a silver scale. The elite fighting force of Ashen.
The half-orc?
The half-orc.
Nice.
Damn.
Only you know this, because you know what they usually look like. They all wear something of silver. Or silvery. And you notice that his armor was silvery. And scaly.
Interesting.
But this is where we will end for the evening. As you prepare for your voyage. Pondering what is this cargo they'll be waiting for. So, thank you for watching. And we'll see you again in a couple of weeks. Bye.
Hello.
Bye.
Bye.